Hey, I'm Naomi and welcome to Sunny Side Up. I've got my friend Michal Frischman joining here.
Thank you for having me, Naomi.
I'm really excited to be able to cook with friends. I like getting into the kitchen and cooking with people, and it's so much fun. And
it's true. I usually cook under pressure, like a half hour before dinner with kids in the background. So
yeah,
this is a
nice change. Now, even though everybody loves pasta, there is nothing like homemade pasta, and it's so easy. It's definitely a special treat to make for your family.
It is, for sure.
But get the kids involved. I use a scale for this. So we want exactly 100 grams of flour, 1 egg and a tablespoon of oil. It's really cool, the way the Italian mamas used to do it. We take 100 grams of flour, and what we do is we take 2 very clean fingers and we make a little well. Okay, you see this a lot in baking. A little well of flour, and a hole in the middle. We take our egg and we scramble it. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna pour our egg into our well. We're going to slowly incorporate our flour into our egg. At this point, I'm going to add in my oil.
I think it's time to get your hands involved.
And now my hands are now it's time to get down and dirty. Okay, scrape off the fork, and then I'm going to slowly just mix it all together. It's already starting to come together very nicely. See my hand movement? I'm just moving it around, gathering it in from the sides. It does make a messy counter.
That was so easy.
How exciting is this? Can I just say this is so fun, right?
I mean, I feel like so far so good.
So far so good.
I'm going to get some plastic wrap out here for you.
Okay. Thanks, Michal. And feel how soft it is, right? It's soft,
so
it's a good texture.
Stretchy, it doesn't bounce back.
You know, I did this for a couple of kids at a birthday party, a cooking demo birthday party, and they could not believe.
That's such a fancy birthday party.
Yeah, right?
But my kids get like cupcakes and party hats and we call it a day.
So let's wrap it and rest it. Wrap and rest.
Right. So you want to let this rest for a while because all of that flour has to soak up the liquid from the egg and the oil. If you try rolling it out like this, it would break right away. You wouldn't get a good texture. And part of the reason that flour-based pasta is so good is because of gluten development.
Yeah.
Even though gluten's the bad word.
Gluten's to stretch.
Right. So we need to have a stretchy dough, and if you don't let it rest, you're not going to get that stretch.
Okay, let's let that rest, and we're going to roll out some pasta.
Okay, sounds good.
So it's 30 minutes later, and our pasta's ready.
It feels a little oily, but that's really fine. It means that the dough's nice, moist, and elastic. It's going to make some good pasta.
Okay.
So let's flatten out a little. Give ourselves a little head start.
All right, put it in there. I'll hold this, and you crank. Okay. This is what I do with my kids. Like I have them crank.
I'm the kid in this scenario.
You're the kid. All right, let's roll it out.
So we're doing this on the 0 setting, which is the biggest setting because we want to...
The widest. It's the widest
setting, right.
And slowly, we're going to turn it after each pass. It's called a pass. When you push the pasta through the pasta machine, you actually call that a pass. Okay, see? Already look.
Gorgeous.
Amazing.
Okay, so are we going to do it again on the 0?
Yeah. So you push it out, Michal, and then you go to number 1.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, good.
Let's keep
going.
Let's
do it again. You're going to see this is going to be so long.
Ooh, that goes faster.
Right?
This is actually faster than I thought it would be.
How fun is this, right? I love doing this with my kids.
It smells so fresh right now.
So this can be like ravioli or lasagna sheets at this point. Okay.
Oh my gosh, look how thin this is getting.
These are the rollers that they pass through. And every time we change the setting, the rollers come together to make it thinner and thinner. Look how much dough it makes from 100 grams of flour.
Wow.
So what you can actually do now, if you'd like, what I do is I cut it to make it a little bit easier to pass through. When it starts getting hold of the edges, I kind of feel like that's when it's actually thin enough. Also, because I know it's see-through already through my fingers, I know that it's plenty thin. Okay, so let's turn this into fettuccine. So take out the handle, and then you put it into the fettuccine setting. This particular brand has fettuccine and a spaghetti, but we're going to do fettuccine.
Nice. I feel like I'm reliving my Play-Doh fantasies from like
oh my gosh, edible Play-Doh. Hey kids, we're having Play-Doh for dinner. How cool is that? In 5 minutes from start to finish with that half-hour break though. How cool is that? Fantastic, right?
Gorgeous.
So just
So we repurposed a little drying rack over here.
And we want those to dry out so it gets that real pasta look. I've actually also done it straight into boiling water also. always get such a kick out of this. Like, even though I've made pasta a million times,
It doesn't get old, is what
it
you're
doesn't
saying.
get old, you know? It's fabulous. Look at
Oh
that.
my gosh, it looks amazing. And it's not breaking, it's going nicely. Oh my gosh, these are so nice. Oops. There we go.
I love it. It's great. Ta-da!
Okay, beautiful. So we'll let these dry. How long do these dry for, Naomi?
Anywhere between 20 and 30 minutes. You could even leave it for a few days.
Okay.
And you can, some people, you can put like mashed butternut squash into the dough and it'll turn it orange. You can put in sauteed spinach and it'll turn it green, or beet juice, it'll turn it red.
And you would do that in the liquid stage when you're adding the oil and the eggs.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no such thing as pasta without sauce. We're gonna start with a basic chunky marinara. So we got some nice extra virgin olive oil. That's gonna go into the pot, let that heat up for a minute. The reason that we're sauteing our onions first is just to get a nice deep, rich level of flavor at the bottom of that sauce, because it is pretty basic and tomatoes are pretty acidic, so you want to balance that out with some nice sweet sauteed onions. All right, I'm hearing some sizzle. Let's get that going. Oh no, I love that.
Oh, best sound in the kitchen. Oh, baby.
Gorgeous.
Okay, let's get that.
Okay. Now, onions don't burn as fast as garlic, so I like to give the onions like a minute first before we throw the garlic in. If we do the garlic first, it'll burn, and burnt garlic is maybe the worst taste ever.
Nah, not good.
So the onions are going. We're gonna add some garlic in right here. So dried herbs, because they sit in your cabinet, they're not as like nice and springy as fresh herbs. So you wanna pinch them in your fingers, just rub them a little bit to release some of the aromatic oils in there, and it's gonna bump your flavor up like 100. So some oregano, you could tell by the smell. A sauce is a perfect place to dump any sort of extra herbs that you have.
Love it.
Okay, so we're gonna add some canned whole peeled tomatoes. I like to use the San Marzano ones, because they're Italian, they make me feel fancy. These are whole, so you really have to let them cook for a minute and then break them down with the back of a spoon, or if you want to be very exciting, use your hand first, but they will explode. I'm saying that from personal past experience. So we're just gonna break that down with a spoon. There is a lot of acid in tomatoes that you wanna just mellow out, so it has to cook for a good few minutes. You can't just put this out yet. So we broke up all of our tomatoes here. We're gonna add some whole diced tomatoes.
Excuse me, it's tomato.
Are we gonna be doing this the whole time?
We might.
So we're gonna add 2 cups of some marinara sauce.
Yeah, it's about a half a jar. Half a
jar,
typical
okay.
jar. Can I smell?
That marinara sauce smell.
Ah, I love it.
So good.
I love it. I love the smell of tomatoes.
So we're gonna do about half.
Yeah.
Ish, perfect. So we'll reduce this down, we'll bring it to a simmer, we'll let the flavors come together a bit, and then we'll add some cheese and have a party.
Sounds good to me.
So this is nice and reduced a bit, it came to a simmer. We're gonna season now. So if you season ahead of time, it might be too salty when some of the water evaporates. So we'll do a nice good pinch of pepper. I like my sauce pretty peppery.
Okay, great. And kosher salt.
Always kosher salt.
Oh man, with this with
Sneaky.
homemade pasta,
Oh my
what a
gosh.
knockout for your family.
Okay, so give that a quick stir, and then are you ready for a taste?
Oh baby, that's good.
Okay, I'm just gonna shut this flame off. We have the back flame on. We'll move this back and let that sit for a few minutes.
Well, Michal likes pasta with marinara sauce. I like pasta with creamy pesto sauce. So this is a really great twist on a recipe that I developed a couple of years ago because my family loves goat cheese. But if you don't like goat cheese, you can use feta cheese as well. That will also melt. So we're gonna make something called a roux. We're gonna take butter. So in goes the butter. We're gonna melt that on a medium-high flame. Now butter actually cooks really fast, so we don't want to make.
So good.
We want to make sure that that does not burn. So I've got my butter in, but I'm going to add in. I want to flavour my butter, and everything is great. Butter is the best when it's got some garlic in it. Like, who doesn't like garlic butter? It's like garlic bread is garlic butter.
That's
sauces.
so good.
And right away, you're smelling it. Like right away.
Smells fantastic.
Fabulous. So now all that's melted, and what we're going to do is to make a roux. It's as you said, it's flour and fat. Put in your flour slowly, and you start to incorporate the butter and the flour. Add in our sour cream and mix that in. Just adds a really rich flavour. And the kicker to this is the goat cheese. And you can see it's getting nice and thick.
Yeah, it's pulling away from the sides really nicely. So the sour cream and the goat cheese are both really tangy. It adds another element of flavor. So just instead of just a basic cream sauce, which I love that.
we don't want it to be too tangy. We're going to put in our special secret weapon, pesto.
Oh my gosh, that smells so good already.
Right, so, and you'll see it'll like clump up a little bit, and what we're going to do is we're going to put in our pesto and our liquid. So this is our store-bought pesto, but you can totally make your own pesto, and I'm just mixing that now. What's going to turn this, what looks like a lumpy, thick mixture, we want it to be saucy and creamy and ooey and gooey and runny. We add in our milk. Michal, I'm going to ask you to slowly add in the milk while I mix.
So this is 2 cups.
It's food science now. What makes it thick is the boiling point. So you think it looks like it's come together, but it really, until it hits that scientific boiling point, the roux will not be thick.
That looks amazing. And I feel like you're getting a good dose of greens from that pesto, so we could just call this a complete meal. Healthy. Can we say healthy? I think we could say healthy.
I like that. Let's call it healthy, because it's got some greens in
and
it.
no cream. So it's already thickening. You can see that it's getting quite a bit smoother.
I'm going to just crank that up a little bit. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just go like this and taste for salt.
With your finger. That's a professional for you.
That's professional. Every mum does that. Come on. We're a mum first. Some salt. If you like, you can add some fresh cracked pepper. This is a really nice thick sauce already. I cannot wait to eat this.
That smells so good. And it came together really quick.
If you want, you can throw in a poached egg on top of this as well.
Oh.
Fabulous dish.
How classy.
We've got 2 fabulous sauces here. We did our homemade marinara. We have a creamy goat cheese pesto sauce.
Our water is coming to a boil.
Okay, our water has got a really good rolling boil here. We've salted it. Michal, you want to help me put these in? Okay.
They dry. Ooh, look how stiff they got.
Oh, baby.
Dried up.
And some of them are going to break and be on the floor. That's awesome. Just leave them on the floor.
There we go.
In you go.
And they only take 2 minutes.
I know, that's the beauty about this. Now it's time to plate up the pasta. I'm really excited to see and try our delicious pasta.
Gorgeous. It smells good by itself, by the way. So let's get some going on our plate here.
Is there any art to plating pasta?
There is, but not if you're hungry.
I love that, and we are really hungry. We are always hungry, right, Michal?
Nice, good serving here. So these are very long because they're uncut sheets. So no shame in a little trim there.
With your fingers.
Nobody has to know. What happens in the kitchen stays in the kitchen. Here, help yourself.
Okay, great.
Okay, I'm gonna get some of this red sauce going. So give it just a last stir. And hit it with a little sauce on top.
So you're going to do the marinara, and I'm going to go for the pesto. I actually always remix the pesto because it does settle a little bit. So I'm going to just pour it. Look at this. Okay, Michal, it's time to eat.
Wait, are you not finishing with cheese?
Well, so you're going to do mozzarella, but
a little mozzarella. Everyone can use Parmesan.
I'm all about the parm. Look at that.
Some parm. You want to give me some? You want to hit me with some parm? Cheers.
Cheers.
Amazing. I definitely have sauce on my face, but I don't care. It's so good.
That's
chewy,
what
the pasta is so chewy and good. It's not, you can't compare it to box pasta.
It's completely different.
So
different texture, different taste.
Some of yours.
Yeah, you can try some of mine and I'll try some of yours. Yeah, we're doing a switch.
Ooh, that pesto is great.
Right?
It's delicious.
I'm going to try the marinara.
That's amazing also. This worked out well.
Delicious. For more recipes like this, go to Kosherdotcom. Is that good?
No? No, you get them your cooking. Who cares?
No.
Here, just put it on there. You'll reach down for... Okay.
Where am I looking? That one. I'm going to hear my table for 10 years. Let's eat, people!
Oh.
No, we're ordering food. We're going to pay for it.